The U.S. and European Union are now celebrating a recent accomplishment, securing a new trade deal ahead of the upcoming deadline.
This is a major moment for transatlantic trade.
The more deals we have with other countries, the more leverage it gives the president and his team.
Terms are outlined in the new trade agreement, plus a look at how negotiations are faring between the U.S. and China as they work to reach a deal.
White House officials are now hinting at future changes that could affect the Federal Reserve Bank. What moves the Trump administration is now in the process of making as it looks to shake up the world's most powerful central bank.
The U.S. is now vowing to enhance aid efforts in Gaza following reports Palestinians in the enclave are facing a hunger crisis. What role Israel is agreeing to play in upcoming aid drops, and who leaders from both nations say is to blame for the recent deterioration of ceasefire talks.
And our temperatures are warming up, but not too bad out there for us. Also, we're taking a look at some wind speeds for you this morning. I'll break it all down coming up in your Great Day forecast.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, Great Day.
And we begin this hour with a live look at the High Sierra in Yosemite National Park. A nice slow sunrise to begin your Monday morning. Good morning. I'm Carl Cook.
I'm Christina Rodriguez.
And I'm Justin Willis. Thank you for joining us here on this Monday morning. And yeah, we're off to a pretty good start this week.
Yeah, happy Monday, everyone.
Yeah, happy Monday.
There you go. Yeah, we'll get a good one going. It's going to be a normal week, temperature-wise for us anyway. So let's take a look and see what's happening out there. Right now, your current conditions, it's 67 out there. Yeah, the wind speed's already picking up here. We're at 10 miles an hour right now. They'll back off a little bit, but they'll pick up again later on today. More on that coming up. But dew point is at 55, but a nice cool start to the morning there. By 10 a.m., though, we're going to be at 77 degrees, at noon 85. And at 5 o'clock, 95 degrees, and our wind speeds pick up about that time to about 12 miles an hour in Fresno there. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly sunny to sunny skies out there for you for today. Up next, though, we're going to talk about those wind speeds and what's causing our temperatures to get back to normal coming up.
Happening today, U.S. and Chinese officials are set to meet in Sweden to negotiate on economic issues like trade. Now, the main goal for U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and China's Vice Premier is to extend a truce that's set to end on August 12th. Some analysts say that the talks may not lead to any breakthroughs, but could prevent escalation between the sides. The leaders are set to continue talks tomorrow, too. And analysts say the two sides are also likely working toward their presidents meeting later this year for a more solid trade deal. This is the third time this year the two sides will meet for talks. And a sigh of relief this morning for both the U.S. and European Union as they celebrate a tentative trade deal, capping a race against time before Friday's self-imposed deadline.
I'm going to let you say, but I think it's the biggest deal ever made. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Now, that's President Trump and European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen. The two signed off on the new deal on Sunday during a meeting in Scotland. Now, under the agreed terms, the U.S. will only impose a 15% tariff on imports from any of the EU's 27 countries, except for steel, aluminum, and pharmaceutical goods. In addition, the EU will invest in various U.S. industries.
They're going to be purchasing hundreds of billions of dollars worth of military equipment. They're very important. They're going to purchase $750 billion worth of energy. So that's going to be great. And $600 billion worth of investments into the United States over and above what they have.
The president reaffirmed that tariff letters to other U.S. trading partners who fail to secure a deal will face new duties this upcoming Friday, with again the exception on tariffs on steel and aluminum. Some Planned Parenthood patients are left without care in the North Valley after the Marmonte Clinic closed, and now they're left to find care elsewhere. This sign taped to the door of the Madera Clinic is how many patients found out that Planned Parenthood Marmonte is closed for good. PPMM put out a statement saying in part, quote, "The PPMM was forced to close 5 of our California health centers that have long been serving thousands of patients in the community, most with low incomes, who rely on us for quality, affordable health care." Now, the closures include Madera, Gilroy, Santa Cruz, San Mateo, and South San Francisco. According to Marmonti, nearly 80% of their patients are on Medicaid, but that money just got cut off because of the president's big, beautiful bill, which was passed by Congress. New laws block Medicaid reimbursements for any healthcare organization that provides abortion, like Planned Parenthood. And that provision applies even in states where abortion is legal, like in California. And now it's not just clinics closing. The group says they also had to stop offering family medicine, mental health services, and prenatal care. Congressman Kevin Mullen, who represents parts of the Bay Area, said that he's outraged by the closures since 2 of the 5 impacted clinics are located in his district. He says in part, quote, "This is a dark day for our district and the county. I stand with Planned Parenthood today and always, and I will continue to fight to protect reproductive health care despite these despicable attacks from the far right." Planned Parenthood says that this fight isn't over and it may even head to the Supreme Court. The organization says it's now focusing on fundraising and finding long-term solutions. But for now, patients who relied on these clinics are being sent to others, sometimes even miles away. Now, the Fresno Planned Parenthood is still open right now, leaving Madera residents with about a 25-minute commute. Planned Parenthood Marmonti says that it's doing everything it can to help patients through this transition, but they're also preparing for a long legal battle ahead. And we have an update now to a story we first brought to you as breaking news on the 10 o'clock news Friday night. The man who died after crashing his car into a canal in southwest Fresno has been identified as 36-year-old Manuel Guzman. CAL FIRE says that he was traveling southbound on Chestnut Avenue just before 9:30 on Friday night when Guzman's car veered off of the roadway and into a nearby canal. Emergency crews found him about 80 feet away from the vehicle, and he was taken to CRMC, where he later died. An investigation is underway this morning after a fire broke out in southeast Fresno, sending one person to the hospital. Just before noon yesterday, firefighters were called to a grass fire on DeWolf and McKinley Avenue. When crews arrived, they found a vegetation fire that had burned about an acre and was threatening a nearby home. Well, they were able to quickly put the flames out, but were told that one person was hurt and taken to an area hospital. 3 people are facing several charges this morning following a chase through Kings County. Friday night, just after 8:30, investigators with the Kings County Major Crimes Task Force tried to pull over a silver Dodge Charger. Well, the driver refused to stop and led investigators on a chase. It ended near Brokaw and Norbo Avenue in Corcoran. The driver and 2 other passengers were identified as Donna Navarro, Anthony Solis, and Fernando Ibarra. During a search of the car, investigators found 2 handguns and were told the car was towed and the suspects were booked into the Kings County Jail. Staying in Kings County, where a man is now facing gun charges following a traffic stop. Friday night, just after 6, investigators with the Kings County Major Crimes Task Force tried pulling over a vehicle on Dairy and Sherman Avenue in Corcoran. During the stop, the passenger, identified as Jeffrey Salazar Jr., was found with a handgun. We're told he was taken into custody and later booked into the Kings County Jail.
Our time is 5:07, and here's what's happening with our forecast. So that trough that kept us nice and cool last week, well, it's starting to break up now, and that's gonna once that gets out of here, our temperatures are gonna get back to normal here. Really for the week here, we got some high pressure kind of building here over the southwest that is going to contribute to that, but it's not going to be terribly intense. It's just going to be enough to help get our temperatures back to normal. But that's really about it. So a fairly normal week for us temperature-wise, a normal hot, if you will. We're keeping an eye on our wind speeds today as well, because those are going to start picking up for us. Right now, we are at 10 miles an hour in Fresno, though. Everybody else is below that. Lemoore at 9 miles an hour. But peak wind speeds over the next 24 hours, those are going to pick up likely in the latter parts of the day. Mariposa getting to 15-mile-an-hour winds there, and then really about 10 to 15 miles an hour in most places across the valley. Los Banos could get to 20 miles an hour today. Up in the mountains there, Oakhurst, Shaver Lake, Sequoia National Park, just 5-mile-an-hour wind speeds expected there. Nothing really happening with the futurecast there, but we will take a look later on and see about the possibility of any thunderstorm activity up in the high Sierra there later on this week. In the meantime, our humidity is starting to drop a little bit for us here as we heat back up. We're at 44% overall today. At its lowest, it'll get down to 20%. Things could get rather dry later this week, though. Tonight, though, we're going to get to about 49% on our humidity, and our dew point is going to be at 55. All right, the next few days to start us off this week, well, some normal 90s here for you. 96 is still below normal, by the way, but just a couple of degrees there, and then a degree above normal tomorrow at 99, right at normal Wednesday at 98. 60s overnight, mostly sunny here the next couple days, clearing out Wednesday, and then about 5 to 10 mile-an-hour wind speeds overall over the next few days. All right, in just a little bit here, we'll get a look at the rest of your highs and lows across the Central Valley.
Deportation flights have started at Florida's controversial Alligator Alcatraz detainment facility. White State's governor says the efforts are necessary to aid the White House's immigration crackdown.
The Chuck Chansey Skycam, sponsored by Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino.
And a live look now at downtown Fresno from above our Fox 26 News studio. The time now is 5:10 and 66 degrees right now. You can find new headlines in the weather forecast on your screen all morning long, even through the commercial break.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.